Episode 3. More things happened in the last one than in this one, as I resolved some issues which I had originally. So I can progress with the story now at a bit faster pace. I believe this is the third star system I'm in, and we'll see what we encounter here. But first, there are some things with the base computer. More precisely, it has some data. So after talking with some of these guys, learning a few more words, which is not very useful, to be honest. The only place so far where I found knowing the language of the locals useful are some mini quests with factory buildings on the ground, and you need to understand what they're saying to know what to answer and get a positive result. But other than that, there's really not much use for knowing the language. I hope that in a future update they will make this mini game with language learning actually useful instead of just a way to waste time. I'm still going to do it, but not like right now, where I spent an entire full minute doing this, without any practical purpose. Anyway, with it done, let's go back to the home base and see what the computer has prepared for us. It's a bit crowded in here. Okay, storage container. This is very useful indeed. I can finally do some organizing. The question is, should I continue in this one or pick up everything and just go to that second 10 kilometers. Yeah, I made the second base on a Paradise planet. I think I'm going to pick this up, get everything. Let's see if I have room. Yes, I do. So, deleting everything. The roof. Recovering my resources. And then canceling this this one. Ultrawide 1. Goodbye. But now obviously I cannot teleport into the second one, which is in another system. So I'm just going to take the ship. go to the station and use the station teleporter to do so. This wasn't a permanent base anyway, it was on the moon, not a very good one. This entire system is not great, so I won't be missing it. The station can be still useful. It might have materials which I need, or yeah, some locals to talk with. Give me some words. I will just talk with a couple of them, 3 or 4, not trying to hunt them all. Did I already talk with this one? Yeah, looks like I did. What a waste of time. Visited, not visited. Okay, that's enough. Let's go to the beautiful weather paradise planet colony. Now this is a place where I can build a more permanent base with various facilities like storage, and maybe go into solar power, so it is always powered without the need for the biofuel reactor. We're on top of a little hill, or not, no, it's a valley. Okay. I just do some mining all these plants because okay, there's a lot of stuff here. Rocks, plants. There are critters as well, which I can scan. I should not be spending time mining all this stuff. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, let's start with a floor. I'm gonna build a lot bigger this time. 6 is enough. Get this moved into a corner. No. 4 more floors. Okay, it's gonna make a pretty big room. Get some walls as well, with exits on all sides. I hope I have enough carbon. I think I do. This looks so much better. Get some doors in. Okay. And because the new item which the base computer gave me is quite a bit bigger than a floor, I will make this particular base larger, as in way larger, another floor. Moving this away, it doesn't need to be here. And now I can place the storage container in this little space, and we'll extend from that in the future. Okay, but obviously now I need to make the walls taller and do something like this. A roof too. We want a roof on our head. Okay, if I use view variants here, I can match this wall with the ones that are already placed automatically, and then I can use the roof type and get a smaller round roof here. Okay, this looks decent. It's a bit dark. We'll resolve that later with some lights or maybe glass panels, but I don't have glass yet, so this will have to do for now. Obviously I need power, and the only power I have right now is this biofuel reactor. Gonna place one here and connect it both to the teleporter and the storage container. Fuel it with just one carbon. 37 minutes is enough. This episode will not be longer than that. And now I can access my storage container and start depositing things which I don't need. I don't need this. Don't need the uranium, paraffinium. What else I don't need? I don't really need the wiring loom yet. I will need it later. Posting the copper. And there are some things in the ship as well, which I can put in the storage container. All of this stuff is not useful right now, so I'm just going to deposit it until it's needed. Some plates, cobalt is not necessary. Okay, in order to warp again, maybe I should make another warp cell. And now I can warp. Yes, the refiner and the construction research units I have with me, or are they with the ship? No, they are in my inventory. And let's place this one here and the refiner. Here. Apparently creates a bit of light as well. Alright, that's not bad. It's not bad. Now that I made my storage container, the base computer is ready to give the next item. Needs a passkey. Okay, time to guess. First one? Apparently not. Federation. Alright, second try. What does it give me? Solar panel. Awesome. The question is, can I actually build them? Let's see. Solar panel. Yes, I have all the ingredients. Excellent. It's not really necessary to place them on the roof or anywhere top, but it's a bit nice to have them, I don't know, a bit organized as it should. So, constructing 2 of those and connect it to the power grid, which is on the bottom. Okay, this linked to this. So during the day, my stuff will be powered. I still do not have batteries. Let me see if I can research batteries. Oh, I do have batteries. The base computer gave me batteries as well. Alright, so this is not necessary anymore. I can build the battery from the magnetized ferrite and condensed carbon. Place the battery, I don't know, somewhere, like on top of this thing. 1, maybe 2. Not enough carbon. 1 should do. 1 should do. And apparently it's somehow connected to the container below, and it's already charging. That's great. I will have this base powered permanently now. I don't need to worry about placing anything in the biofuel reactor, and will actually remove it the next time I get here. Okay, back to the base computer, see what else we can do here. Help? Help! No, that wasn't it. Starship. Great. Second. Okay. Next item. Teleport receiver. This one is really useful for the ship, as I don't need to be close to it or very close to it to move items between my inventory and the ship. Because I already bought in the station a few of these wiring looms, and I have enough chromatic metal, I can just install this receiver thingy. It needs 1 antimatter and 3 looms. Installing the looms, crafting the antimatter, and we're done. Yeah, so the nice part now is that I can run around, like go all the way here or more. I am pretty far from my ship, and I can still move items. Item teleportation enabled. So this is a very, very, very useful item to have. Makes things a lot more pleasant. It has a limited range, so it doesn't go forever. It cannot be on another planet or... but nearby is pretty useful. Next item on the list. Neural stimulator. Okay, this seems pretty expensive, but it should be a useful item to upgrade the jetpack. So it works for longer time. It's not just the jetpack, it accelerates my running, it recharges faster. So a useful item, but we don't have enough condensed carbon, which means I have to... oh, do I have enough? Yeah, I have enough. Okay, let's change all this carbon into condensed one, because I can always mine more carbon from plants or other sources like those carbon crystals outside. Let's see, can we research something until it finishes the save beacon? Okay, save beacon can be useful. Save the game at any point. This game doesn't have a save feature in the menu. If I'm going here, there is no save. I can just reload an existing save. So in order to save, I have to interact with an item right in the game, which is that save beacon. And there is also a save point which works in space as well, not just on a planet. Okay, picking up all the carbon, and I need some sodium nitrate for the save beacon, so let's do that too. And in the meantime, construct the neural stimulator. I already have a lot of chromatic metal because I could buy it in the station. That was very lucky. Usually stations do not have chromatic metal. So yeah. And with this resolved, the base computer will give me the next item. Next item. But first, save beacon. I have all that I need. I can place it here. And now the game is saved. No more things happening. I can save, for example, before calling the ship, in case it gets stuck, like it happened in episode 1. Or any other critical action which might result in an unscheduled explosive disassembly. Yeah. But I will try not to do any save scumming in this game, just keep it clean. We play the cards we are dealt with, so yeah. Friend. That wasn't it. Strange. Second time again. What do you give me this time? Efficient thrusters. Okay, this is useful for the ship, but unfortunately I don't have enough wiring loom. So that was it with this run. I will have to go to a station and buy one. I will pick this up so I have it with me. And then put this in the ship. Put those things in the ship as well. And switch the quest to the mine story. It should be in the next system. Very useful items which the base computer gave me. They are definitely making the game a bit easier. So it's good to take the time and access the computer to grab those as quick as possible. Obviously, to build items and move to the next stage, resources are needed. I was fortunate for that planet with bones. And most likely I will go there again to grab a few more bones to sell. Because there are some very expensive things in this game. Including unexpected things. For example, upgrading the size of my gun or multi-tool. Did I just shot? I didn't mean to shoot that volcano. Just accidentally hitting the mouse button. Alright, let's see what do we have here. That's a predator. Okay, let's get away from it. Some of the critters actually attack, though. Oh, it sent me to a crashed ship. Alright. I need some sodium to repair this. Let's find some sodium. There it is. Pretty close. More things to scan here. I won't bother much with scanning now because they give me very little money and I have better things to do. However, there are upgrades to the scanning system which I hope I can find soon enough that will increase the payout for scanning significantly. And then it will worth scanning once again. Okay, repair this beacon. And tells me about some person named Artemis. Yeah. Everything I did so far is just tutorial based. The actual story only begins now. This is, well, randomly generated ship. It's supposed to be Artemis's ship and it's broken, as we will soon see. It's very broken and it's not worth using. But it is worth grabbing because I can get some money from it. So first I'm going to call my existing ship, so it is close. And look, two ships side by side. Nice. Then get this ship. Okay, it's a class B, which is not much better than mine, which is class C. However, every slot is pretty trashed and it's very expensive to repair them. Basically a waste of time. When I played the game for the first time, I actually repaired most of them by mining and buying, and I wasted a couple of millions, if not more, and several hours just to fix all these slots, which I shouldn't have done in the first place. So, yeah. I will claim this ship. And, okay, let's get on board and repair just the minimum things like the pulse engine and pulse engine, it's this and this. Fly to the station and then disassemble it. That's it. I will get this shield. It is useful. Does it have anything else of use? No, not really. Launch thrusters are fine. Which means I can just take off with this. Have a communication, which is from Nada. Okay, we'll see who Nada is soon. And the giant space station just appeared in front of me. This is the Anomaly. It's a very important element of the story, but I won't be heading into it right now. Before I continue the story, I just want to get rid of this broken ship. So avoiding the Anomaly and instead going to the mine station of the system. Where I'm just going to scrap this broken ship, which is sounding all kinds of alarms and such. And then my original ship, which I left on the planet, will just magically appear in the hangar. There is a lot of magically appearing things in this game, but okay. It's a galaxy far, far away in the far, far future, so teleporters and warp drives and such. One final check. I don't want to leave anything of value on this ship. No, it's just junk. So what I'm going to do is head up here. And use the option to claim scrap. And it gave me various items in my inventory, including a few upgrades, which seem to be okay-ish. This thing valuing almost 1 million, and a few more. So, yeah. Finding ships is a nice way to... No, that's not the same ship. It's just one that looks similar. Strange. Back to my old ship. I can install this better shield on it. And probably... do I need any of this? Not really, but they can help. It's good to place things close together in the tech inventory of a ship. They get a little bonus. So my shield strength now is 218. Without those items, it's just 165. So if I get into space combat, it will last a bit longer and keep me safe. Okay, I can also install this module, which gives 123 light years extra range to the hyperdrive. So default is 101. And now it's 230, so I can reach in a single jump more stars. And basically save fuel in the process. Final one, pulse engine. Let's see what this does. A bit of extra boost, so the ship moves slightly faster and is very slightly more maneuverable. Not great, but it's okay. I can dismantle this later when I find a better one and recover some resources from it. For example, the 75 cadmium are a great way to move through the story faster without going into a system where this cadmium is found, which might be difficult early game. So my ship is now a bit better, and I also have these things to sell, which I'm going to do. Okay, let's find the trade terminal. This is another bug of the game. A few months ago this would not happen. The aliens, the inhabitants of the stations, were always on top, but now apparently they can fall through the floor for unknown reasons. And it's been several months and has been fixed. And as you can see, there's only one here. Everyone else is gone. And they are... well, they fell through the floor. I have no idea why it happens. It's just one of those bugs. So let's see how much I can get. 500,000 and 900,000, and now I have over 3 million by scrapping that ship, which I didn't need. That's good. That's very good. But I also want to buy a few more of this because they are needed in various items which I can find. Buy all the uranium, buy the magnetized ferrite. I don't need cobalt yet, but I do need some plates and maybe microprocessors, but I will buy them when I need them. So I've spent quite a lot of money, but I have lots of resources to work with for future steps of the game. And now with this resolved, I will go visit that anomaly. An interesting thing about the Anomaly space station is that I don't have to go to it. I can just call it to me. It's warping space-time. So it disappeared from there and appeared here. This is actually a very useful mechanic, as I can be somewhere random in space with no way to return, or it would take a long time. Instead, just call this anomaly and get in, and it has a teleporter like a normal station, and I can go everywhere. So if you ever find yourself far away from your objective, don't spend time flying in a straight line for minutes or more. Just call the anomaly, get into it, and that's it. This... wow, this looks great. Yeah, it is very, very detailed with a lot of atmospheric effects like clouds of smoke and transparent things, and if you have multiplayer active, the anomaly is actually the place to meet other players. It's obviously not going to be everyone that's playing the game, just the game instances many anomalies, and it picks some random players left and right to show into it. But you can meet people here and talk to them and give them stuff. And there are quite a lot of NPC, so this is like the mine town in an RPG game. That's the teleporter. There are more NPCs here and here. And we meet Priest Entity Nada, which messaged us earlier. And obviously, more of this blah 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 text. Another person to speak, Specialist Paul. And now I have the quest to visit the various NPCs on board the Anomaly and see what they do. They are basically merchants, but some give quests, some give resources for what I've already did. This guy, for example, gave me 180 nanites because I visited some planets and scanned them. It doesn't always do this. I think it's just once per day, but it's still nice. Free stuff is free stuff. The Anomaly has one of those upgrade thingies as well, which can be used unlike those on the station. So every day, or maybe in every system, I don't know exactly, I can continue upgrading. Obviously they are paid, but it works multiple times, unlike the station ones which work only one time. Okay, it tells me to discuss with this vendor. Do I want to buy anything from him, her, them? Right now, not really. I can afford them. I just don't really want anything. Maybe the coal one, but nah, I can always do it later. There's also this research station, which has a very large amount of things to buy. Very large. Maybe I should buy from this section, assuming I have enough salvage data. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. The barrel fabricator. This is an item which just creates stuff out of nothing, and is a way early game to obtain useful things without going on the planet and find. It's exactly the same item as the one found in randomly on the walls, but this one I can build myself anywhere. However, in order to access it, I need something from the synthesis laboratory, more precisely the key, which I mentioned in episode 1, the Atlas Pass. It uses a lot of copper. I might need to buy some copper from the station. But once I have this, I can open all the barrel fabricators I can find anywhere, including those that I'm constructing myself. It's just going to give me some random items, small stuff, but useful. Okay, there are other things to learn, for example, how to craft microprocessors, but I'm not going to learn this yet. And there's a lot of recipes here as well. In time I will learn all of this, just not rushing it right now. Okay, it told me to... No, it's already resolved. Okay. So, back to nada. And finishing this step. And the game expands. There are now 7 different... No, this one is actually an item. 6 different things which I can do. I can search for space for wormholes and stations. I can do quests for the Anomaly station and their NPCs. I can participate in the multiplayer things, which I'm not going to do right now, but maybe later. And yeah, I can also resolve the... Oh, I do have the resources now. Alright. Let's get this resolved then. Install the efficient thrusters, which reduce my jumping or getting off the ground cost from 25% to just 20%. So with a full launch thruster I can launch 5 times instead of 4, which is good. And let's see what the next step is in the computer archives. Yeah, something else with the Anomaly. It allows jumping to other people's community highlight bases. These are usually large or very complex land bases. I'm not going to go there now, but the maker of the game, Hello Games, is featuring some player bases so other players can visit and maybe take inspiration or just admire the work. It's nice, but we're at the beginning and small, so I'm just going to head back to my little box base consisting of a single room and continue with the free items that the base computer is giving me. And this is another game bug. Sometimes it spawns the ship right in the middle of the... Yeah, and obviously I cannot access the computer now. It's behind the ship. So I have to fly out of here. Clipping. Oh, No Man's Sky and your bugs. And obviously I've consumed 20% of the launch thrusters and now I have to recharge it. But at least I got it out of the living room. Come on, a ship in the living room? Really? Huh. Switch. In order to interact with certain quest items, you have to be in the right quest to do so. So, this one. Next step. No, that wasn't it. What is it giving me? Okay, this is something for my suit to make it a bit more resilient. It does need one antimatter blob, which I'm going to craft. Get this stuff away. I don't need it right now. And install the shield lattice. I already have the sodium nitrate because I refined it earlier, and now with the antimatter crafted, there's 20% more to my hazard shield, so I can stay longer outside in a hostile planet. And apparently I had from earlier this little technology which is giving me slightly more oxygen in the breathing tank. So the bar, which is not shown because I'm on a really pleasant planet. Oh, it is shown if I get out. This bar on the bottom right corner, while it didn't change in length, it actually contains 10% more. There's a stone here, okay. And now that I've crafted that item, the base computer is once again giving me the next item. Looks like this time second wasn't the charm, so let's keep going. Oh, took 4 attempts. What's the next one? Base lighting. Okay, cool. I have lights. So you can make a little lamp on the ceiling here. It needs to be connected to power with a very ugly and visible wire. Why isn't this connected? How is this powered? It's a bug. I mean, it is on, right? I can teleport away. But there is no wire. Okay. I can see this one which I just placed and the lamp is on, but this is... It must be because the ship landed in the middle of the living room, so yeah. Okay, for the next step it needs more words, which I don't know, and I'm not going to do right now. I think this session was long enough. So instead I'm just going to deploy the save beacon and save the game. And that's it. I'm closing the session. Did quite a lot now. So see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.